Here's an update, allegedly, on the Jungle Open. Hey, Jim, as a muscular and fit golfer, I was extremely frustrated at being paired with an obese player moving at a snail's pace yesterday in arguably the world's most famous tournament. I believe I would have won the championship in this foreign land if my playing partner had not been a slow-playing lard ass from the West. In shape, and angrily yours, Kyle in Green Bay, paired at the inaugural Jungle Open in Omaha with Beaks in Fudio City. Signed, Pinlesks, non-mulligan user. Ward David Berea winning the one-day tournament at 67 over par and donating his $4 winner's check to Omaha General Hospital's Ricketts Research Center. I mentioned lots of golf to talk about, not just the Open Championship. There was another Open, the Jungle Open, the inaugural Jungle Open. A few clones got together and said, let's all play some golf. Let's have a few pops, play some golf, and let's document this thing on social. Let's just do what we do. Let's just be clones. And they did. So I'm curious. I've got to know how that went down. How many people showed up? What was it like? Did it live up to the hype? Was it what you thought it would be? Let's find out. We go to Omaha. Brian in Omaha, Nebraska. Brian, what's going on? How are you?
Romy, how's it going, baby?
Good, man. How about you?
Dude, I can't complain. Spent all day yesterday on the couch hungover. Well deserved. Friday, me and a few of the boys, Dave from Berea, Kirby in the 402, and Scotty PhD, we played out at Quarry Oaks, top 100 public course in the country. Place was beautiful. Berea and my wife and I, we all went out to dinner. Next day, we woke up bright and early, played up at the Players Club. We had 20 people, 11 listeners, 9 contributors. Decided to go out and try and play 27 holes. 18 was good enough for about half of them. Some of the other guys made it through about 22 holes. A little blacked out at that point. One of our other guys, Jeff, he was hosting a barbecue up at his house. Made a great pork butt, fired up a hell of a lot of wings. Then we decided to hit the bar. Some of us cut it at about 1:30 in the morning. Kyle and Green Bay got into a fight. Wanted to get into a fight with a dude that was about 60, mocking him for his boat shoes. And then I guess he and a couple other guys might have hit the strip club, but I was passed out somewhere behind the bar in my own vomit. But, hey, it was worth it.
My man, so tell me really quickly, who was the best golfer and who was the worst?
There was a lot of bad golfers. But Dave and Casey and I, we both fired out at 79. I think with Berea's handicap, he shot about a net 78, and I think he's got about a 42 handicap. So good thing we made it a net game for him, because he left his trophy in the back of my van. He's definitely not getting that thing back till next year.
Brian, sounds like you guys got after it. That's a strong effort.
Yeah,
all right, my man, thank you very much. I appreciate you getting it started. Who else was there? He said Kyle nearly got into a fight. They were still going pretty strong at 1:30 and then hit a strip club. And there were, quote, a lot of really bad golfers. Hey, golf had nothing to do with it, right? It could have been a rugby match or a soccer game. Could have been anything. Just clones coming together, doing what they do. Drinking and trying not to get into a fight. 1-800-636-8686. Anybody else who was there? This guy was. Jeff, also in Omaha. Jeff, good to have you. How are you?
Great. How are you doing, Romy?
Good. Tell me about the weekend. How did it go?
It was awesome. Kyle is everything and then some that he's built up to be. The guy can party all night long, and he can bounce back the next morning like nothing happened. It's amazing. Brian in Bugahaw and Herbie in the 402, Dave in Berea, Dave and KC via Rome. All those guys were just a blast to be with. The best golfers for sure were Brian and Dave and KC via Rome. But the funniest thing of the weekend, I know Kyle had a little brush, but I would say the breakfast we had in the morning yesterday was pretty amazing because he ordered chocolate milk.
Man, that's how he bounces back, man. Chocolate milk. That's the answer.
Yeah. Gotta have your calcium.
All right, Jeff, thank you very much. He said the funniest thing of the weekend was Kyle ordering chocolate milk. I would. Who doesn't like chocolate milk? I'm good for a couple of glasses a year. That's not the way I bounce back generally. In fact, I don't bounce back the way I used to. But I usually don't try and bounce back with chocolate milk. Maybe that's it. Anybody else? Was anybody else there at the inaugural Jungle Open? They had a golf tournament in Omaha, Nebraska. And guys came from far and wide to be a part of that. Am I missing anything else from it? 1-800-636-8686. Sounds like Kyle was lucky he didn't get his ass knocked out. And even if he did, he would have just woke up and smashed a glass of chocolate milk. He glossed me with a glass of chocolate milk.
He glossed me!
And Mark Moda tweets, "Hey, for real, Rome. The inaugural Jungle Open was lit, but I need bail money. Signed, cardboard cutout Rome, sitting in the Bugahaw County Jail." And Hitman Canadian tweets, "An Omaha strip club. Did they have to milk the performers?" Hey-oh! Did they have to milk the performers? You're pretty happy with yourself, Hitman Canadian. You shouldn't be. And quickly to Twitter. JJ Sport MO tweets, Van Smack, the inaugural Jungle Open was hot. 104 at tea time, yet Omaha TPC had enough beers and booze to break the heat. The scorecard stayed under the century mark. Dave from Berea, a true road warrior with the walk-off win. Epic beer cart service. Man, it had to be hot. It had to be really hot. Dan in Denver tweets, "War Kyle getting a double bogey after shanking the ball into a cornfield." Kyle is on hold. We'll find out what happened to him. How close he came to getting knocked out. How this jungle excursion compared to some of the other ones he's made. And we will get to him momentarily. All right, so Green Bay. Kyle in Green Bay. Everybody so far who has called or emailed or even tweeted about the Open has talked about Kyle in Green Bay. Kyle has made a number of road trips on behalf of the program. He's come out here. He went to Buffalo. And he went to Omaha. And he's been a part of clone stocks in Wisconsin. Let's find out. Kyle, how was the weekend? How did it compare to some of your other jungle weekends?
Man, this was, I got to put it up there, man. It was one of the best weekends I've had. We're all Midwesterners, so we all just like to get beer, talk sports, talk politics. We had a great time. I did hit the strip club with another clone. I'm not going to say who, but it was a weird strip club. They couldn't show everything, so I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Did almost get in a fight. I was talking to some woman. She tried to introduce me to her husband. He wasn't having any of that. Luckily, Brian got in the middle, stopped it. But I got the Indy 500 all the way. I got the Jungle Open all the way. Next coming up is the Green Bay Clone Stock Thursday night against the Eagles. It's going to be fun. Clones start taking off work, get this thing rowdy this year. And then New York, Houston, Detroit in October. So I'm still out here. I'm getting it, Rome. Now I got to get that golden ticket. Show some of these bums how I do it, really. And that's all I got for today, Rome.
Kyle, really quickly. So what happened in that bar? Did you step out of line? Were you speaking inappropriately to this lady? How did you almost get into a fight? What happened?
I was just hitting on her. I'm like, oh, so where's this husband out of yours? And she's like, oh, right there. I'm like, oh, that loser. And then I came at for his boat shoes. His dad looked at shoes and gave him a look, and he wasn't happy with it. And he got kicked out of the bar. We did it. So we sang karaoke the rest of the night and had a blast. So.
Well, so you hit on this guy's lady. You insulted this guy, and he was the one who got kicked out of the bar.
Yes, sir.
All right. See you, Kyle. Thank you very much. All right. So Kyle was hitting on this lady who happened to be married, and he looked over and said, "What, you mean this loser?" And he talked junk about his boat shoes, and he got kicked out of the bar, but you stayed and you sung karaoke and then went to some strip club that did not measure up to your standards. Kyle in Green Bay if you need him. And he's still looking for that golden ticket. My man, you will still be looking for that golden ticket. You still do not have it. But he's getting ready for a Green Bay clone stock on a Thursday night. Look at the phone calls carrying hour number one coming off the inaugural Jungle Open. Was there anybody else there who wanted to talk about it? We did talk about the inaugural Jungle Open. In fact, I probably should have prioritized. I probably should have led with that instead of the Open Championship. Probably should have talked about who won the inaugural Jungle Open as opposed to spending 10 minutes hyping up Shane Lowry. As I'm efforting Robert Lusetich, why don't we do that? The inaugural Jungle Open took place in Omaha, Nebraska. This guy won it. Going away, apparently. Dave in Berea on the call-in line. Dave, what's going on? How are you? How was the weekend?
Rome, what a time to be alive, brother. My goodness. I tell you, man, it's good to be back in South Carolina after a 21-hour airport stay. Good grief. But, hey, man, I wouldn't have traded it for the world. Man, we had an incredible time. The hospitality from the Midwest guys, they are incredible, brother. Also, a special shout-out to 512 Lumber. Man, that dude made an awesome sign as far as where we all signed and everything for the inaugural Jungle Open. But, brother, man, it was incredible. Had a great time. And just to show you their hospitality, I don't know how the hell I won this thing. These guys are like 1 in 3 handicaps. I'm honestly like a 25 handicap. I don't know what the heck happened, but thanks, guys. And B, if you don't mind, get the club to me. I need that to hang in my office. And one more thing about Colin Green Bay. Okay, true story real fast. So anyway, we all met the next day when I was about to take off on my bird. And sure enough, Colin Green Bay was like, so what really happened, man? And he was like, hey, dude, well, honestly, I'm not going to let a guy with boat shoes pump me down. And I look down and I'm like, hey, man, I'm standing right here. I had the same exact boat shoes on that he was talking about. I'm like, man, take it easy on boat shoes, brother. But anyway, hey, man, we loved it, man. And, hey, dude, let's do it again next year. War the Jungle Open. Holla, deuces.
My man, congrats on the win. Hey, Dave just said, I don't know how I did that. There were some guys with some pretty good sticks. How did I win that thing? I don't know, man. Maybe that 42 handicap helped you out? You think maybe you took advantage of that? 42 strokes? Sounds like everybody had a great time. There is the people's champ right there, Dave in Berea. He won the inaugural Jungle Open in Omaha. Hey, Hawk. Wah! That's the wake up, Hawk. Who do you like here? You're screening out the calls? Hawk's like, yeah, man, you can end this take anytime soon there, boss. Wah!
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up, Hawk.
Wake up.
Let's go to Kansas City. More reaction to the inaugural Jungle Open, which was played in Omaha, Nebraska. JJ in KC. JJ, what's up? How are you?
Romy Van Smack, brother. Thanks for the call, man. Or thanks for taking my call. Hey, this thing reminded me of the Kansas City tour stop back in the day. It had that max level of fun. It was just epic start to finish. There was so much sports talk and smack and booze and beer. It was great. And, yeah, I think I had more beers than I lost golf balls, so I think that's a win for me. And just to kind of set the stage here, we had, speakers going in the golf carts everywhere. I know I caught up on the podcast with Todd Furman. That was so epic. I am hoping the boys at CBS Sports Radio would put that picture up of 512 Lumber sign and us with Cardboard Romy. It was great. I'm definitely coming back for the 2021 because if I can be on the course, have some action with these guys, and maybe take an elk online and trying to win a little money that way, that was even better. The only downside is Sunday got rained out here in Omaha, and I can just imagine the carnage that would have happened if we played one more day. But, hey, it's a story for next year. Romy, peace. Love the show, man.
Nice job, JJ. Way to represent. Clones had a great time, from what they can remember. He said, you know what, Romy, it was just like the KC tour stop back in the day. JJ, just like it, except there were 15,000 people at that. And 15 of you in Omaha. It's all right, though.
JJ!
JJ! You're not that good!
JJ! You're not that good!
You are, JJ. Well done.